Good morning, all. Welcome to session 1 on irrigation bridge drawing. The chapter name is Earthen Dam. Course name Irrigation Bridge Drawing. Course code 15C 55D. Myself Vijay Kumar DV, presenting on Introduction to Earthen Dams Unit 1. Thank you. The first slide will discuss about the earthen dams. An earthen dam is a irrigation structure which is constructed across a river or valley and stream, which stores the water on the upstream and discharge the water to the downstream. The water may be used for the various purpose, that may be for the irrigation purpose, or maybe for the navigation, or maybe for the any other purposes. But the principle is that it will stores the water on the upstream and discharges the water to the downstream. Okay. The height of the dam varies from 3 to 5 meters, and we can go up to 10 meter if required. And when the height of the dam is 10 meter and above, we need to provide the stability. Stability means in the form of some of the protection works must be provided, and greater care must be provided for the stability of the dam. Otherwise, that earthen dam with a height more than 10 meter will not be stable. And in the earthen dam, good drainage system must be provided. And for the better stability, good drainage system must be provided. Then we have a types of the earthen dam. We have 3 types of earthen dam, namely homogeneous earthen dam with zoned embankment or with hearting. Then we have a earthen dam with diaphragm embankment. Like that, we have 3 types. Homogeneous earthen dam. Homogeneous means the dam is made up of same kind of material, similar material or single material, exclusive of slope protection. The protection work may be provided with the stone pitching, or maybe some other granular material may be provided for the slope protection work, but the section of the dam is uniformly made with the single kind of material. Such kind of earthen dam can be called as a homogeneous earthen dam. And this type of homogeneous earthen dam may face some of the problems like piping and other things because of its homogeneous or same kind of material. That's why we must take care to provide the stability against piping. Then we have another type, earthen dam with zoned embankment type. Zoned embankment means here we have 2 zones, like central core and outer casing. The central core is impervious material made up of clay and maybe other material can be impervious material. Impervious soil can be used. The outer casing is made with the pervious material like granular material or grit. Other material is used. The central core will act as a barrier which protects the seepage well within the body of the dam, and that will avoid the erosion at the toe portion. That provides the stability against erosion at the toe portion. In that way, it will provide the better stability against the erosion. And we have a next one, earthen dam with the diaphragm embankment type. This is the modification of previous 2. In this one, instead of providing a very big core wall, there will be a small section or small core wall is provided, that we call it as diaphragm. The diaphragm wall may be of masonry material, or it may be concrete, or it may be a bituminous concrete also. It is also work like a barrier that will protect the seepage well within the body of the dam, and that will protect the toe erosion and improves the stability of the dam. In that way, it is the modification of previous two. Then we have a dam details. In this figure, I was given the details of the earthen dam, starting from the levels. At the bottom we have a bed level, then we will have a FTL, and we have MWL level, maximum water level. FTL means full tank level, MWL means maximum water level. Then we have a TBL. TBL means top bund level. Then I was shown top width of the bund. Then on the both side we have a one side is upstream and another side is downstream. On the upstream side we have a upstream side slope, and that is provided with the slope protection, that we call it as riprap or pitching, and we'll call it as revetment, upstream revetment. On the downstream we have a downstream slope. At the toe we have a rock toe, that we call it as downstream toe protection. And in the inside we have a top core wall. The core wall is in the form of a taper having a top width, more top width, and at the bed level having more width. At the top there will be width is less, and there will be a cut-off wall like that. And we have some of the parts, standard recommendations for the parts of the earthen dam, like side slopes, and the recommended values by the Terzaghi, given in the table 18.3. Based on that, there are some recommendations. If the soil type is homogeneous, well graded, the upstream slope will be 2.5:1. Then for the downstream it is 2:1. If the soil type is coarse silt, then upstream slope will be 3:1. Then downstream slope will be 2.5:1. For the homogeneous clay or silty clay or clay, if the height is less than 15 meter, 2.5:1 for the upstream, 2:1 for the downstream. And similarly, when the height is more than 15 meter, 3:1 for the upstream, 2.5:1 for the downstream. And next one, sand or sandy gravel with clay core, upstream slope will be 3:1 and downstream slope will be 2.5:1. Similarly, there are recommendations for the sand gravel with RCC core wall. When we are having a core wall, we can have a upstream slope minimum of 2.5:1 and downstream slope 2:1. Like that, there are some certain recommendations for taking a upstream and downstream slope. Then we have a upstream protection called riprap or upstream revetment. This is a upstream protection which is provided at the upstream. Why? Because on the upstream we have a storage of water. To protect the slope from the water, we must have a slope protection, that is provided with the help of a riprap or revetment. And there are two types we can call, or namely there are two types of ripraps or revetment. One is dumped, another one is placed. Dumped means the material will be dumped over the sloped surface and left as it is, and it will work as a barrier or protective layer. In the other way, we will place the granular material like boulders and other things neatly packed, that we call it as pitching, so that will protect the slope of the structure by the erosion, by the tidal effects, that we call it as a revetment. For the purpose of drawing, generally we will take 45 cm to 50 cm revetment over a backing of 15 cm gravel backing. like that. Then we have a other one, rock toe. Rock toe is a protection work provided at the downstream side. We know that some of the water will be eroded at the toe portion, that must be protected, and that can be protected with the help of the toe protection. Otherwise the toe will be eroded and that will leads to the sliding of the dam. For that purpose we will provide a protection work at the toe, at the downstream end of the dam, and the height of the toe may varies from condition to type, and that may depends upon the drainage facility we provide and the height of the dam also. The height is about 5% of the dam in case of well drainage system. If we are having a good drainage system, then we will have a 5% of the dam is enough. In case of external drainage system, that too in case of external drainage system, when there is no drainage system, internal drainage system, then for in small dams we can go up to 20%. The height of the rock toe can be taken as 20 percentage. Like that we can decide the height of the rock toe also. Then drainage system, it is also very important in the view of stability of the dam. There are different types of drainage arrangements like toe drains, horizontal blanket, chimney drains. Toe drains are nothing but longitudinal drains which are provided along the length of the earthen dam at the toe portion, and which collects the water at the toe portion and discharge water very quickly, so that that will protect the soil from the erosion, and that will provide the stability. Similarly, horizontal blanket, these are the horizontal drains provided along these are also known as longitudinal drains provided inside the dam, and which discharges the water to the downstream side. Similarly, chimney drains, these are the vertical drains which are provided inside the cross section of the dam, which collects the water through perforated pipes and discharge the water to the outside, and these can be connected to the horizontal drains also. In that way we can provide a good drainage system. Then we have a hearting. Hearting is nothing but central core wall. The core is a clay material, it is an impervious material, so that it will be work like a barrier which protects the saturation well within the body of the dam, so that the seepage water not flow outside the dam, so that it will prevent the toe erosion, and it will improve the stability of the section. In that way the hearting or core wall will be helpful. In the table we have a certain recommendations for the material to be used for the core wall or hearting. For very good stability, we can use a well graded mixture of sand and gravel, like that. Then for the good stability we can use a well graded mixture of sand and gravel, clayey fines, and that too there are certain conditions. The diameter of the particles and other things will be there. Similarly, we have a fair, for the fair stability, fair well graded gravel and medium coarse sand can be used for the hearting. If at all, if you use clay and low plasticity, little coarse fraction material, we will get a relatively poor stability. Like that, there are certain conditions or recommendations for the use of material for the hearting and core wall. Thank you one and all. In the next class we will discuss the drawing of plan and section of the homogeneous earthen dam. Thank you. We'll meet in the next session. This is our team for the execution of IBD in the LMS as chairman, moderators, experts and content developers. Thank you. Dear students, we will discuss MCQ questions on Unit 1 earthen dam. The first question is homogeneous earthen bund made up of, options are uniform soil, same or single type of soil, loose soil, odd soil. The suitable answer for this one is same or single type of soil. The second question is in zoned embankment, inner zone is, options are impervious core, hard wall, cement wall, bark wall. The answer is impervious core. Third one, diaphragm embankment is made up of central core wall of, options are clay, rock, masonry or concrete or bitumen, pervious gravel. Answer is masonry or concrete or bitumen. Fourth question is rock toe provided for, options are design, durability, strength, toe protection. Answer is for the toe protection. Riprap means, options are upstream protection, downstream protection, stones, none of these. Answer is upstream protection. Sixth one is core wall break. Option A upstream, downstream, saturation gradient, none of these. Answer is upstream, answer is saturation gradient. Seventh one, in zoned embankment shell material is concrete, masonry, pervious, all of these. The suitable answer and correct answer is pervious. Next one, protection work for upstream slope is, options are revetment, stone, toe, none of these. Answer is revetment. Protection work for upstream slope is revetment. Next one, ninth one, is not a drainage system. Options are aeration, horizontal drain, toe drain, all of these. Aeration is not a drainage system. Answer is aeration. 10th one, protection works provided for, option A design, option B shape, option C suitability, D none of these. Answer is for the stability. Option C is stability. The protection works provided for the stability. Correct answer is stability. Thank you one and all. We will meet later. Good morning all. Welcome to session 1 on irrigation bridge drawing. The chapter name is earthen dam. Course name irrigation bridge drawing. Course code 15C 55D. Myself Vijay Kumar DV, presenting on Introduction to Earthen Dams Unit 1.